If you've ever had thought spirals that completely take over and before you know it, you are catastrophizing everything, this is for you. So recently I was at a township meeting. It was just the other night and we were talking about zoning, which is fairly innocuous. Now, we built a structure last year and we need some zoning amendments done so that we can actually live in it. When the meeting started, a comment was made to me and all of a sudden I started feeling extremely anxious. I was starting to worry that it's not going to work out for us, that it's going to be really hard. And I could feel these thoughts circling the drain. All the what ifs, what next, and like what's going to happen if it doesn't work out. And like all of a sudden I was completely in doom mode. My mind was doing mental gymnastics about it, and I could feel the physical changes to accompany this anxious state that had developed. My breathing was getting shallow, my stomach was in knots, I started picking at my fingers and cuticles. Now, because of the work that I do, I was able to steer out of this spiral relatively quickly. I was able to see that there was nothing to substantiate it and that there are always solutions. And so I leaned more into the steer. I started to become more aware of and start to change my breath. I was breathing 8 counts in through the nose and 8 counts out of the nose, breathing deep into my belly. And I was able to still, while I was doing this, pay attention to what was being said in the meeting. And actually I had greater clarity because I had started breathing like that. When we're in an anxious or catastrophic thinking state, our body triggers a stress response. It's going to release hormones like cortisol that clouds our judgment and makes clear thinking really difficult to do. And that simple breathing pattern started to calm this response by activating the parasympathetic nervous system, which promotes relaxation and reduces stress. Just by simply slowing down and deepening my breath, I was sending a signal to my brain that I am safe. And that allowed me to shift out of this fight or flight mode. And then that created a space for clear, pragmatic, and objective thinking. Now I also grabbed my crystal, and like I always have crystals in my pockets or my purse. It's like lip balm, like I have one everywhere, so that I can actually hold that in my hand as a physical anchor, like squeeze it and look at it and all the different inoculations in it, because then I'm not going to actively pick at my cuticles. And so I'm counting my breaths. I'm also reciting that there's always solutions and everything is always working out, right? Sometimes you had to fake it till you make it. Within literally 10 minutes, I had steered out of the spiral. I was feeling lighter and excited and full of belief, and not like the bullshit kind of made up belief that everything is actually going to be okay. Everything is going to work out just fine. Now, because this just happened to me, and because I know that catastrophic thinking is a hot topic with majority of my clients, I wanted to share this experience with how it came up in my body and how I particularly got through it. So I'd love to know in the comments if this was helpful, or if you want more information on anything that I ended up using in this particular case. And don't forget to like and subscribe and share with somebody who might also need to hear this message. In the meantime, breathe it in, be deliberate, and please be good to yourself.